the last month was like pretty full throttle. I was down at a educational leadership conference a couple weeks ago in Sacramento, delivering a 2 hour workshop to a bunch of education leaders and running a play chi ball zone. And there was a ridiculous amount of preparation for all of you who are making your signature workshops. I empathize for you. It's a lot of work to do exactly that. What I created has become a new signature workshop for Magic Kids. I'm teaching the first online version this Friday afternoon, which I'm really looking forward to. Is like, Magic Kids has had comedy ads and partnerships as our primary growth engine, but having a signature workshop now gives me some more fuel to go grow our email list, grow our audience, and just another marketing avenue for us. And we're definitely, the topic of what we're covering in the signature workshop around raising empowered creators is definitely amongst parents. It's a hot button topic. Like, there's a huge uprising in screen-free parenting, and there's a lot of people sounding the alarm bells around the detriments to screen time in developing young minds. And so I'm excited. This is the landing page for my signature workshop, taken from my templates with a couple little extensions on it. And I'm feeling really great about what's coming up. If anybody wants to join, I'll share that link in the chat. And yeah, it's gonna be a good one. And so I have to today go through my 2 hour version of the workshop and whittle it down into a 60-minute version, which I think should be pretty easy to cut out a few pieces and get it going. So I just sharing that because I have also been in the trenches, and that 30 hours of preparation and the 3 weeks leading up to that trip was a lot of diverted focus from all the other things that I have going on with my businesses. So I'm glad that's over. And so, with that being said, getting back from my trip, and last week was very, very full on because taking 5 days off of work means I have 5 days of catch up to play in my email inbox and partnerships, relationships. I had a ton of meetings last week. And Magic Kids now has, we have a few extra big whales on the line right now that we're fostering some conversations with, which is all leading in the right direction. So my wife ordered me to take Monday off, which was glorious. I went hiking up into the mountains on Salt Spring Island here, or up onto a mountain, and spent an entire day in the sunshine, and the temperature felt very summery. I could just hang out in the sunshine on top of a mountain overlooking the ocean for the whole day until pretty much dark. And one of the things I would say, the biggest takeaway, and I will just share this because hopefully there's some resonance and relevance for everybody else, is like uh, when we're entrepreneurs and we're in the trenches and we're building our thing, and sometimes our thing is working and sometimes it's not working, and there's high demands on our time, our energy, our bandwidth. Um, I know for myself, this last year has been pretty crazy of just like balancing Magic Media, Magic Kids, play Chi Ball, my family life. It's felt like I've been, a lot of my energy has been put outside of myself. And so it felt like really getting to come back home to myself this weekend. And I think um, the biggest insight was that I was outsourcing my wholeness to outcomes. And I think this is like a really important thing as creators, as entrepreneurs, who are building things that, in a sense, feel bigger than just ourselves. Is like, we can't outsource our wholeness to outcomes that we have no control of. And so the outcomes, is like I was outsourcing my wholeness to stay on top of my business game, to showing up as super dad. All of these things were the pieces that I was, closing deals, generating revenue, keeping the business alive, paying my team. All of these things were equating to my inner sense of wholeness. And it was a really beautiful meditation that I did up on the mountain that was just like, okay, I do not need to outsource my wholeness. I'm whole now. And that reclaiming just felt like it filled a big void in front of me. I felt my nervous system gear down 3 gears and just like really slow the pace, and that stuck with me. Yesterday I felt that energy. I feel it today, and just like giving myself the reminders when I would, whether it's habitually checking my email, is just like checking my email for actions is not what makes me whole. I'm whole here. And so I'm hoping that if there's a part of you that feels like you're racing towards a future, or you are dictating your own sense of value, worth, or wholeness upon outcomes that you don't necessarily have full control of, because other people and other businesses and other factors are at play, I'm just going to invite you to also reclaim that now for yourself, and to just acknowledge that who you are now is worthy, it's good enough, it's plenty, and that you are already whole now, as long as we pull back our energy into the present moment. Um, and so I'm just gonna let you take a few minutes to reflect on any of the pieces that I just spoke to there, and see if you are in any sense outsourcing your value or your wholeness, or anything like that, your sense of happiness to outcomes. Is there any part of you that might be outsourcing value, wholeness, worthiness to outcomes that are outside of your full control? And you can journal or just sit with the question, and see what comes up, and then we can get into a discussion and then do some hot seats. So I'm going to set my timer for 3 minutes and just take some time to see what reflections want to come through.